The new creation man, Christ is in all. This means that every born again believer has Christ dwelling in them. For it is Christ in us that makes us born again. You either have him in you or you don't have him at all. In First John chapter 5 verse 11 says, "He that has the Son has life. He that does not have the Son does not have life." If Christ is the all of God and he is in every believer, that means that every born again believer has the fullness of God dwelling in them. When you have Christ in you, you have the fullness of God dwelling in you. There are no parts or pieces of Christ. You either have him all or you don't have him at all. When Christ comes into your life, you have the fullness of God. This means we have the power, wisdom, grace, strength, love, righteousness, peace, joy, etc. of God living and dwelling in us. Christ in us is the common denominator that makes us all one, complete in Christ. Colossians chapter 3 verse 10 says, "You are complete in Christ." This means that Christ in the believer is total and complete. Nothing else is necessary for us to be complete apart from Christ. When we have Christ, we have the all of God. We cannot be anyone complete than we are already are because Christ in us makes total complete. Nothing else is necessary for you to be saved, made righteous, justified, etc. We are already are by Christ in us. I am saved, I am justified, made righteous, and made complete by his life dwelling in me and I in him. Christ and Christ alone is our completeness. This also shows us that all human beings are incomplete creatures. They are void and empty. The only way the human being becomes a complete and total man is by the way God intended for him, which is by Christ in you. When Christ comes into our life, he makes us totally complete. He becomes our all sufficient one, in which nothing else is needed apart from him. Religion is always trying to get our eyes off from Christ and onto works. It ignores Christ and adds additional requirements, example, fasting and prayer, baptism, works, etc., to the believer to make him complete and acceptable to God. This is saying that Christ is not enough. It is adding to Christ and saying Christ plus baptism equals salvation. Christ plus works is a man justified and saved. Christ plus me doing something equals righteousness. This is saying that Christ's redemptive work on the cross and his life in us is not enough. This, however, does not mean that believers won't pray, be baptized, and serve God. Rather, all these things the believer does come from the source of life, which is Christ living out of his life through us. It means praying, being baptized, and serve God is the manifestation or expression of the Christ in us or being in union with Christ. To God be the glory. God bless you.